A horrendous Saturday 5 years ago, an explosion and fire in the stack at the Mitchell plant. And days before, these workers had asked, what if something goes wrong?
The workers asked, what happens if somebody gets injured and we can't use the man cage to get them off the top? And they were advised that they had a helicopter on standby and it could be there in 5 minutes.
There was no helicopter on standby. 27-year-old Gerald Talbert only knew he had 3 colleagues at the top of the stack.
He was on his way up because the man cage was the only way out for the guys that were trapped on top. And Gerald was, I believe, trying to go up there to rescue the rest of his crew.
They say Gerald Talbert met a horrendous death.
Gerald was burned alive. He was in a cage traveling up inside this stack. It's the only means of transportation in the stack.
He left behind a wife, 2 children, and a baby on the way. Meanwhile, his 3 co-workers were on top of that flaming 1,000-foot stack, fighting for their lives for 3 hours and 45 minutes, while a rescue helicopter was finally found in Maryland.
Beating the flames off of each other's legs and flipping over and over because the hot corrugated steel they were laying on was like a waffle iron. And their pants were actually igniting, and they were taking turns beating the flames off each other as they were hanging on this lifeline 1,000 feet up in the air looking for clean air to breathe.
Exhibit 1 in their case was to be the amazing video shot by WTRF-TV. This was to be a jury trial. It began Tuesday in Marshall County Circuit Court, but never got to the jury.
We went through some motions with Judge Hummel and his clerk Ann Harbison on Tuesday, gave opening arguments on the next day, Wednesday, and then we had a resolution among all the parties.
The $27 million settlement will go to Gerald Talbert's family and 2 of the survivors from the top of the stack. The attorneys say this outcome sends a message to employees and employers.
That the workers in the Ohio Valley, that there are people standing behind them and standing up for their rights, and ensuring that when our brothers, fathers, mothers go to work every day, that they're going to have a safe place to work.
The people in this area have always been very fair about measuring the pain and suffering that individuals go through. This was a very horrendous death and a very horrendous experience also for the men up on top. And it just goes to show that the Valley still values and appreciates human life and respect, irrespective of what corporate America does.
They say payment will be made within about 3 months. Reporting in Wheeling for 7 News, I'm DK Wright.